Hey guys, Thursday, June the 13th. Getting close to the weekend again. I'm going to go over the advertisements to start with, get that out of the way. This is for trading education purposes only. Trade at your own risk. Do your own diligence and research. Do not trade with money that you can't afford to lose. Please don't use mortgage, rent, or car note money or food for the kids money. If you are, please stop what you're doing. Also, do not follow anybody blindly, and that includes me, as always. So, we're going to get to the pound dollar. I told you I was in this trade twice, actually, two different trades. And then when this shows up, after that shows up, it has to complete, which is a higher candle. And that's where I got out, is at the close, which was down here on the pound dollar. And I did not get in the sale. I missed that. I should have got in that. That was a good trade. Aussie dollar wasn't in it. That was off of news, and that was a good sale too. Didn't get in it either. It's in a sale. And the pound CAD sale from yesterday, I told you that was in that. Over here, got off half my position. I am still in the second half of the position. My stop is actually right here. The second half took 35 off of the first half. The stop is right there. After getting in up here, was able to move it to there, and then when it took out that low, was able to move it to here, and it's took out the low again. So I'm hoping I may look at moving it to right there, the second half. So it's doing what it's supposed to do, the pound CAD sales, so I'm happy with that. Pound yen, I did not get that sale. I would admit that, and I'm only looking for sales, and I did not get that. It happened quickly. That was a sell-off, and I had a little push up, but that high of that candle's 201.30, and that was 01, so it was 29.30, about 33 pip risk, which is within my parameters, but I did not get that. I wished I would have, because that was a good move. Needless to say, I didn't get it. The Euro New Zealand, we talked about over here. I got in over here and was able to take off half the position, but as it moved up, I said, you see when it took out that high, I was able to move my stop up to there. When it took out that high, then I was able to move the stop to right there, and you can see I got stopped out on the second half, and a good thing, because it collapsed. But I'm still looking for a buy, saying because of this, fill in the gap way up here. So I'm going to be looking for a buy opportunity. Then there is a 1 hour buy signal there now. Remember, there was yesterday too. It was in there and it worked, but I only got off the half of the position, and then the second half I got stopped out, but I still made money on it, but not when I needed it to go up like that. Because if it works like it's supposed to, the second half will always make more than the first half of your position. And it didn't work like it's supposed to. It was just a retrace for going lower, but I'm looking for a buy because of that gap up. It's not going to go much further because it's got to fill that in before it does anything else. And it has made a 1 hour buy signal, so I'm going to look for an opportunity on that to go long. The pound New Zealand, I got in it, remember yesterday, I think it was right over here is where we was talking about it, and I was able to get in, take off half the position, and again I got stopped out again because when it made the higher high, I was able to move it up to right there. And then I got stopped out right there on the pound New Zealand. But I got half the position off, and the second half made a little bit. But again, if it works like it's supposed to, then the second half will always make more than the first half. It didn't. It was just a retrace. But I'm still looking for a buy opportunity on the pound New Zealand, as well as the euro New Zealand. The New Zealand yen, I'm in this short from up here. Actually 97.042 is the number, and I've already taken off half the position, and I got my stop at break even, so I can't lose any money on that. So now I just got to watch this play out and see what happens. If it works like it's supposed to, the second half it'll go up, and it'll retrace, it'll come out that low, and then I can move my stop down, and away we go. So at least I got the first half of the position. I got banked money, so not really I'm concerned, but because it's trying to push back up, but it does got a way to go to get to my break even, which is up here. The Euro Aussie, we had talked about that yesterday. Took that trade, took half the position off on it, and it done exactly the same thing as the Euro New Zealand and the pound New Zealand. As it pushed up to there, I can move the stop up to here. It pushed up, made a higher high, move it to there, and you can see where I got stopped out right there. And good thing, because it's wiping out the trade, but it is coming back to this yearly pivot, which is now support. So we're going to see, I'm going to look for a buy opportunity again somewhere in here, but there's got to be the setup, but it is getting close, because that's going to be the stop right there, the low of that, the arrow candle. So I'm going to look for an opportunity in here to go long on the Euro Aussie. The Euro CAD, I said yesterday I had moved my stop up, it got in on it, half the position. I had moved the stop up to here, that low right there, and I got hit. See that little spike down right there, got me. And it did go up just barely a little bit higher, and then it's collapsed. So I'm glad that I got out, it done what it's supposed to do. It saved me on the Euro CAD, so I had a really good week, even though I've had the second half of the positions on several of these didn't work, but I still got money on the first half, so still a pretty good week in all. Even though I lost on the pound yen, 6 pips on it, little 6.2 I think it was actually. And in the New Zealand yen, pound Aussie, there's a buy in there. There was an opportunity to get long right there on that spike, but I'm not in this trade, not in it. CAD yen, not in it. It's got a sell. That was a good opportunity on that spike. It would have worked. Didn't get in it. Euro yen, that was a really good move, but now it's making a buy signal on the Euro yen. So that was a good sell. I'm only looking for sales on those, and the Aussie yen, only looking for sales. So the New Zealand yen is the only one that I'm in short, and I've already taken off half the position on that. And the second half is at break even, and I think I actually may put it in because it was 91.04 to 97.042 is where I got in, and that high is 0.17. So I actually may bring it to that high right there and get a couple of pips on it. So I won't lose money on either side of those. So I think that was all the coverage. If you guys got any questions or comments, feel free to go to my video. Under the videos comment section, just ask your question, put your comment in there, and I'm usually able to get to that pretty quickly. So I don't think I had any questions. No, I didn't, from last night or this morning. So I'm good on that. So this video is being recorded. It'll be posted in about 15-20 minutes. I may have a video tomorrow. That's Friday. I don't trade on Fridays. I look to take off if I got positions, which I do. I've got the New Zealand yen position on, and the pound CAD position. Those are the only two that I'm in, but I'm looking for buys on the Euro New Zealand, pound New Zealand, and the Euro Aussie. Looking for buys on all of those. So we'll have to wait and see. So I could be taking some off tomorrow or tonight, depending on what happens during the Asian session and the rest of the day today. So I may have a video tomorrow, but if I don't, you know how that usually works. I usually don't trade on Fridays at all. Reason for that, because the big boys, they're not there. And I can vouch for that because the volume dries up drastically on everything, options, stocks, the currencies, crypto, everything dries up on Fridays. So that means the big boys aren't there. So no reason for me to be there too. Just let the average Joe trader fight it out amongst herself. The little whipsaw action, that's usually stop run Friday for the market makers. No reason to be involved. So we will see you guys hopefully with another video tomorrow on Friday. If not, it'll be Monday. Have a good weekend.